Hello and welcome to Cadenza. I've said before that for whatever reason, human beings seem to excel at war. It's dumb because on paper and in virtually any scenario, the act of war doesn't make any sense. The cost in equipment and human capital alone implies it is a prohibitive and futile activity, and yet off we go. Music has been used in the course of war, be it for motivation, intimidation, direction, misdirection, and more, pretty much since war began. There's a whole history of the role music has played for armies and military campaigns throughout the centuries that it would be impossible to aptly cover the topic with any meaning here in the limited time we have today. But today's song found its popularity as a war song, even though it was never meant to be one. So, as a songwriter, when someone says you never know what can happen to your music once you set it loose, this is a great example. There's a Long, Long Trail A-Winding is a hugely popular World War I song. It's definitely not a hooray for war, let's go to war type song. Rather, it found its way to fame through the sentimentality and the connection it makes to human emotion. It's a great song because through the use of familiar personal imagery, it aptly reflected what people were feeling in the countries around the world at the time. I mean, come on, it's all, I miss you, I can't wait to see you again, I think of you all the time, everywhere, and the notion and comfort of being with loved ones and so on. Plus, people found it easy to memorize and easy to sing. It ticked all the boxes. The song was written before the war in 1913 by two college seniors who were attending Yale University at the time. They didn't say, hey, let's write a song that will make people feel better as they head off to war. As the story goes, Alonzo Elliott wrote the music one afternoon in his dorm room. Stoddard King came in, liked what he was hearing, and made up the first lyric. They worked through the rest of the tune and had it ready to perform for their fraternity that same evening. Boom. Some songs come in minutes and some take a lot longer. Researcher Suzanne Lovejoy shared that the writing of the song was more broadly motivated by the young men's desire to attend an all-expenses-paid Zeta Psi banquet in Boston in the spring of 1913. While there, a publisher in the audience encouraged them to publish it. At the time, however, nobody was interested until nearly a year later when Claude Yearsley of the small publishing firm West Limited in London decided to take it on. When finally published, the song gained widespread attention when soldiers started singing it. It was carried forward by soldiers who were missing home while on the battlefields, soldiers heading to battle, families and loved ones missing their soldiers because they found the message comforting. The song was popular enough, and the awareness of the song's popularity was strong enough that it was used as part of the recruiting effort for the war. I'm pretty certain the writers never considered that happening when they put pen to paper. And there are legendary stories of how the song was shared and affected many in some of the darkest times of that war, such as the American soldier Sergeant Arthur Guy Empey's account of how other soldiers from various countries filled the silence with the song on a dreadful Christmas Eve in 1915 in his piece, Christmas Day in a Dugout. The story was printed as part of a series for the New York Tribune in 1917. And while millions of copies of the sheet music of the song were sold, both King and Stoddard only dabbled in music as they moved forward with other aspects of their careers. I guess that while the song became hugely popular during a time of war, it's not fair to label it a war song. It's really a song more for those who are affected by war, the ones who fought it, and the ones who are left behind, worrying about those in harm's way. And when it comes to popularity, although it's difficult to consider a world outside of its history, I often wonder if the circumstances were different, if the song was written at a different time or place, if there was no war to act as a rallying force, no matter how good the song might be, would the song still be as popular as it was? Would it have captured the hearts of the audience just the same on the merits of its presentation alone? I wondered that about a lot of songs. How does one reach such lofty heights while others linger in the shadows of obscurity? It's a shame we have songs we relate to war. It's a shame that even though we have endured war after war after war, we have learned so little about the futility of the exercise. It's a shame that so many have sacrificed so much and continue to do so in the name of war at the hands of the few who are responsible for igniting the conflagrations. With little sense of ownership or responsibility, but with an eye on conquest and a warped sense of destiny. I wish we were as good at declaring and keeping peace as we are at war. It's a long, long road indeed. Another songwriter, much wiser than I, once said it best. Let's give peace a chance. Nights are growing very lonely, days are very long. I am growing weary only, listening for your song. Old remembrances are thronging through my memory, till it seems the world is full of dreams, just to call you back to me. There's a long, long trail a-winding into the land of my dreams, where the nightingales are singing and the white moon beams. There's a long, long night of waiting until my dreams all come true, till the day when I'll be going down that long, long trail with you. All night long I hear you calling, calling sweet and low. Seem to hear your footsteps falling everywhere I go. Though the road between us stretches such a weary mile, I forget that you're not with me yet. When I think of you, I smile. There's a long, long trail winding into the land of my dreams, where the nightingales are singing and the white moon beams. There's a long, long night of waiting until my dreams all come true, till the day when I'll be going down that long, long trail with you. There's a long, long trail winding into the land of my dreams, where the nightingales are singing and the white moon beams. There's a long, long night of waiting until my dreams all come true, till the day when I'll be going down that long, long trail with you, till the day when I'll be going down that long, long trail with you. Until next time, play freely. Peace.